and that may be to our advantage. I think I have a plan. In the meantime, Marianne, try to delay the wedding day with Tartuffe. Just play along with your father. Say you came down with a stomachache. Men never know what to do with that. Or tell him a black cat crossed your path, or you broke a mirror. Or on a day when he's really insistent, just start weeping uncontrollably. Men never know what to do with that one either. And you, get together with some of your pals and try to embarrass him into keeping his word to you. Meanwhile, I'll get your Uncle Clayton and your stepmother Elmira to work on him too.
Whatever is my father's will, I'll never have another except my vow.
Whatever obstacles stand in our way, I will not rest until our wedding day.
Where is that music coming from?
You're the bee's knees, the elephant's toes, the cat's pajamas and the turtle's nose. You're the sardines' whiskers, the snake's hips, the eel's heels and the lovebirds' lips. I love you more than spinach in a can. I love you more than green tomato jam. I love you more than pudding made of soap. I love you more than noodles made of rope. Because you're the rat's spats, the kangaroo's hat, the tadpole's shoes and the bullfrog's cat. You're the dog's gloves, the bee's jeans, the downside's up and the top speed's greens. I love you more than chocolate Brussels sprouts. I love you more than caramel covered trout. I love you more than horseflies in my stew. I love you more than apples dipped in glue. Because you're the bee's knees, the elephant's toes, the cat's pajamas and the turtle's nose. You're the sardines' whiskers, the snake's hips, the eel's heels and the lovebird's lips. The eel's heels and the lovebird's lips.
Oh, what a lot of pollywampus! Now both of you, please remember what I told you. You skedaddle up to your room and get to work on your fibs for your father. And you get out back and work together with your pals. Ugh.
Where is that grummy porcupine? That chisler, that low-down rat?
Calm down!
Don't try and stop me. I'm giving that holy roller pike on a bum's rush. I'll beat him to a pulp if it's the last thing I do.
Pipe down! You'll only make matters worse.
It's all over town now. Molly's bawling her eyes out. How could Pop do such a thing? Marry Sis, the Tartuffe, over my dead body.
You'll only make matters worse. Yes, your father set up that ludicrous match between Marian and Tartuffe, but leave it to your stepmother Elmira. She has influence over your father, and I dare say Tartuffe as well. I think he's got eyes for her, and Elmira knows how to handle a man almost as well as I. So Tartuffe is going to meet her here. So I suggest you make yourself scarce and let us handle it.
Well, I want to be here when she gives it to him.
No, they need to be alone.
I'll pipe down and not say a peep.
Hogwash! I've seen your temper tantrums when your nose is out of joint. Now hit the road and let me handle it.
I'm not budging.
You numbskull, he's coming now. Hide!
Oh, thou damnable Satan's weed! I thought I had expelled all of your vicious brethren from this sanctified abode. But lo, here I find another. Wicked purveyor of hell's brimstone smoke, into the sinful mouths of men I cast you out. There, tobacco serpent, I have smitten you under my heel. You shall not enter the innocent mouths of men to cloud his mind with your rancid haze.
Look at the show this hypocrite puts on.
What the devil? This house is possessed with demons crazed with the vile tobacco weed.
Looks to me like you're about to light that thing up yourself.
Your wicked mind saw that. I was about to put the vile thing aflame, but thought the sensuous perfume of its tobacco would imperil your weak soul with temptation, so I crushed the vile thing instead.
Oh, Reverend Tartuffe.
Before you speak another word, harlot, Take this handkerchief.
What for?
Cover up that bosom you thrust into the sight of men like a tempting Sheba. The presence of those twin mounds of lustful enticement offend my sight and lead the mind to sinful thoughts.
Horse feathers.
Cover them, strumpet.
Is your will so faint that little flesh can overwhelm your faith? How is it that you're so hot and bothered? I'm not as easy as all that. You could strip down naked as a jaybird and I wouldn't even break a sweat.
Please, speak not of nakedness before me.
Well, that little to show for it, huh? Figures. No wonder you were jealous of that cigar.
Cease this bawdy talk and show the modesty that is natural to your sex, or I will have to leave the room.
Oh, please stay. Leaving will be all my pleasure. I was only here to tell you that Elmira will be meeting you soon.
Elmira wishes to see me. How wonderful. I yearn for her delightful company.
I knew this lecher was hot for her, and she is eager to speak with you as well.
Will she come soon?
That depends, but I wouldn't count on it if I'm any judge of horse flesh.
Depends on what?
Your definition of Sue.
Do not dabble with me, wench.
I wouldn't dabble with you if you were the last chimp on Monkey Island. But here's Elmira. I'll leave you two alone.
May all the angels of heaven shower their blessings, and may the light of the Almighty's countenance grant you health and happiness for all your days. This is my constant prayer for you.
I thank you for your prayers, but come sit with me so we can talk.
Are you feeling better?
Yes, the headache and nausea have subsided.
I count my poor prayers as unworthy, but know that in my room I was on my knees before your belly, hoping to bring it comfort.
You needn't have made such a fuss.
Oh, your well-being is so important to me that I would rather suffer leprosy to dismember every finger of my hands than to have you suffer so much as a hangnail.
That seems to me to be an excessive amount of charity on your part, but I thank you.
I do less for you than I would wish.
There's something that I wanted to speak to you about in private, and I'm glad we have this moment alone.
Oh, to spend time alone with you is something I have prayed for daily since first arriving in this house.
I want to speak with you frankly, and I hope you will speak openly with me as well.
Elmira, you have made me very happy. I have kept secret the burdens of my heart for too long, and would reveal openly the reasons for my strict commandments for this house.
With our soul's perfection as your aim, you have forbidden us to have any more parties where we used to invite multitudes of heathens.
In truth, Elmira, I wish to have no competition for your charming company.
And you forbade any dancing because it led to lewd behavior.
I could not bear to see so many men holding you on the ballroom floor.
I respect your intentions to keep me from the temptations of sexual attraction and the savage seduction of jazz.
I'll banish that stimulating music because I feared it would drown out the music of my heart.
You are a pious man and have cleansed this home of all intoxicating liquors so that we may obey the laws of the prohibition.
Elmira, I keep a flask on my person. I know too well that under the spell of gin a man's passions are more open. I was jealous of the attentions your charms aroused in other men.
I believe you are playing the sinner to alleviate my own guilt for indiscretions, and I am sure you were after my salvation.
Oh, I'm after you, to be sure.
Ouch, you're squeezing my fingers.
Oh, I'm sorry. The repressed zeal I feel for you caused it. I didn't mean to hurt you. I would much rather.
What is your hand doing down there?
The fabric on your dress. It's very pleasing to the touch. What is it?
Never mind. There's something else.
Oh,
that
this
I-
is a beautiful necklace. I've never felt such warm jewels. It's as if fire surges inside the stones.
Thank you. Now.
I wish you could touch such warm jewels with fire inside the stones.
Very kind of you. Now let me say what's been on my mind.
Reveal yourself freely.
I understand that Orson means to break his promise to Val and have you wed Marianne.
He did mention it to me earlier, but I confess I am hardly interested in that young and unschooled girl. Instead, I yearn for something else.
You yearn for spiritual things, and earthly temptations move you not.
I'm a man. I have a heart. and within me pulsates a passion that seeks release.
Your passionate soul seeks to one day shed its mortal shell and fly to heaven.
Well, I see in your beauty something akin to salvation. Well, I may speak of heaven's virtues, but in your beautiful eyes and soft arms, in your fair lips and trembling breasts, in your lithe limbs and lap of love is all the heaven I seek.
I don't think I understand you.
Elmira, you possess the gates of heaven. I have St. Peter's key to open our way to heavenly bliss.
Your speech seems to have drifted away from holy topics.
No more coyness. Your husband's an idiot. I can with a few words send him on endless pass errands, leaving you alone with me to enjoy my bed.
I see. You have made your intentions of